again, we want you to use all the tools that we have at your disposal to do your training. And to do that, you need to understand where stuff is stored and what resources you have available. Now, most of you have seen, for instance, the wheelchair securement board. You've seen our new wheelchairs. But you may not necessarily know where they're stored. So at the end of the night, we have to make sure that we not only store them in the right location so that people can find them the next day, we also, as trainers as a whole, want to know where to go to find these materials when we have to do training so that we're accurately or well prepared for when we start. Let's go ahead and start putting away the Bot 1 materials, and in doing so, we'll kind of get an idea of where a lot of materials are stored. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and take the wheelchair securement straps that I was using. I'm going to go over to my customer service and sensitivity training box, the box that corresponds to Bot 1, and I'm going to look, and I see on my inventory it says that I have 4 securement straps. So I'm going to make sure that they're, wound up in a tight, organized fashion so they don't get tangled. And I'll count, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 of these. Okay. And then it says, I've got passenger relations packets, restock after each box. Well, I see that I've got a pretty good amount of passenger relations, so I won't worry about it. I'm going to look at my ADA handouts. I could probably stand to get some more ADA handouts, so I'll go ahead and make photocopies of that later. After everything has been accounted for, I put it in the box and I take it outside, and I put it in the tin shed. Now, the wheelchair goes in a different location. This wheelchair goes in this cabinet. It goes in this cabinet. This is the second cabinet from the left. It's right outside the women's restroom. It should always be unlocked. However, if it is not locked, the key to open that cabinet is on the truck key ring. So you can go to the supervisor's office and ask for the key to the cabinet. If they don't know what you're talking about, just say, it's on the truck key ring. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the Bot boxes outside and put them in their proper location. This is the tin shed. We call it that because it's made of tin. All the storage, all the training materials that are not stored inside will be stored in this shed. You can see there are boxes here from the other bots. This is where they go. You can also see that in this shed we have the fire extinguishers, the barbecue that's used in fire extinguisher training. In these drawers are other materials associated with training. For instance, here are the paraffin sticks, matches, wrenches for the fire extinguishers, various other little zip ties for the fire extinguishers, anything that is related to training that's a physical tool. If it's not stored inside in the training cabinet, it'll be in these drawers on the floor here or here. You'll also notice that we have extra wheelchairs. These wheelchairs are to be used as extra wheelchairs if you cannot, for any reason, get the training cabinet open. We want you to use the wheelchair inside before you come out here to use these, because we want to try to keep consistency in using the same wheelchair over and over and over again. That way we only wear out one wheelchair at a time. Now we need to put away the wheelchair securement board. This securement board goes inside the tin shed. Right here. As things get moved around, you might have to put it somewhere else here, but the idea is that this securement board goes inside the tin shed. And that's the only place it will ever go. Same thing is true of the Bot boxes. Anything that is stored here today, that's the only place it'll ever get stored. Okay, so we've got the securement board away, we've got the wheelchair away, we've got the Bot boxes away. Let's go ahead and put the binders away and I'll show you where those go. Now just to reiterate again though, these are not going to necessarily be used while you're teaching. These are just tools for you to use before you teach to develop your skills or your knowledge. So again, the TSI binders. These are the binders that are used for, for the instructors. They will go in this cabinet right here. The IDC binders go in this cabinet. The student manual goes in this cabinet. If you look at this cabinet, it's labeled Route Trainer Resources. So you know what it's for. Remember when I was saying that we needed to print off more materials because we had run low? Training drawer. Bot route training forms. Should be pretty clear what this drawer is used for. In this drawer you will find that it is organized Bot 1, Bot 2, Bot 3, Bot 4, instructor only material, IDC. It is organized so that you can look in here easily and intuitively know where to look. So for instance, I needed more ADA sensitivity handouts. If I look in Bot 1, I can see transporting passengers with special needs, right there. More packets. If there aren't any more Xerox copies available right here, master copy. You can go ahead and make a photocopy.
What does it mean? What does it mean, Phil?
The idea is that all the resources that you will need are in this drawer, in this cabinet, or in the tin shed, or in the cabinet where the wheelchair is. That's the only place anything will be stored. All the resources are there. And we want you to become familiar with this drawer especially because this is where all the forms are. The extra TSI quizzes are in here. The route training standards are in here. Spotter guidelines are in here. Everything that you could possibly think of, if it's a printed material and it's used in training, it's in this drawer. So that basically concludes all the resources. Just make sure you memorize all this stuff and come prepared.
My point